Another question on the RAP quiz for Module 6 that some groups missed, I actually don't remember how many, is this one, number 5. What is the market failure that occurs when a firm conducting research and development increases the general knowledge available to all economic agencies or all economic agents? This is a knowledge spillover, a positive spillover, a type of positive externality. And in short, the market failure is that the answer is B. The answer is B, because the gains from knowledge cannot be fully captured by the firm, too little research and development occurs. And the graphical analysis that you need to know is, let's take a market for batteries. Batteries. Somehow I put an extra T in there. Batteries per year, and price will be dollars per battery. So a big hindrance to our ability to switch over to renewable energy like wind and solar is that the storage technology is really inefficient. So we lose a lot of energy when we put it into batteries. And wind and solar, when it's windy, there's a lot of energy, but when it's not windy, there isn't. Same during a sunny day, there's a ton of solar energy, but in a cloudy day or at night, there's not so much. So there would be big gains across the economy if we understood batteries better and battery technologies. And we see Tesla, by the way, making huge investments to try to advance battery technology. But it's also an area where there's private firm discoveries are going to spill over and help other firms and individuals throughout the economy. So in this world, we have this marginal benefit function, a demand function, that's, people like batteries. Batteries are very useful. The better they are, the better we like them, and we have a high willingness to pay for at least some of the better batteries. There is a marginal cost curve, private marginal cost curve. Let's just for the moment assume there's no negative externalities. In fact, some of the battery technology depends on rare earth minerals that are harvested from the Earth's crust in somewhat harmful ways sometimes. But let's just assume that away and focus on this positive externality. So the market clears at Q naught, price P naught. I've made an assumption about competitive markets, not because that's reasonable. Thinking about Tesla, for example, it's a huge firm in a small sector, but just for convenience. All right, well, let's think about what a positive externality would do. Positive externality would mean there's benefits outside the market over and above the private benefit. So there would be this social benefit function that would be everywhere higher than the private benefit function, and the amount by which it's higher would be the size of the marginal external benefit at any given quantity. So at Q naught, where the market clears, we see that there's this very large marginal external benefit, and we also see that the socially best outcome would be at Q star. The socially best outcome always occurs, call this the economically efficient outcome, always occurs where marginal social benefits are equal to marginal social costs. So here that's Q star. So this is the market failure. There's deadweight loss. Notice that if we stop producing at Q star, every battery produced after Q star, after Q naught, at least up till Q star, yields benefits to society higher than the cost to society. So by stopping at Q naught, we give up the chance to get this much extra surplus. So this is the deadweight loss in the presence of a positive externality. So that's how you analyze the positive externality case. When it comes to what would be the right policy approach, a lot of people would argue that the correct policy approach to a positive externality would be a subsidy. That if we subsidize battery production by the amount S, that would be the size of the marginal external benefit. Actually, I take it back. We'd want to I've got to back up here. If we subsidize the right subsidy, we would find from looking at the marginal external benefit at the social optimum, and if we offered a subsidy equal to that amount, then what we'd see is that private market firms would react to that subsidy, and so the market would push itself to where the amount that sellers received was higher than the amount buyers paid by exactly the size of the subsidy. So the right subsidy would put us at Q star. Here, buyers would pay P1, sellers would get that P1 plus the subsidy. So just like a tax, the size of the right subsidy would be equal to the marginal external benefit at Q star. Remember that the right tax was the size of the marginal external cost at the socially optimal level.